What's up YouTube, LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some Cookie Race 2 beta. Once again, I'm grinding along. Let me turn this back on. Let's get going. We're on the 75 boss. I've grinded out the past couple zones here to get us moving. I was actually farming 75. I was going to farm a little longer, but I pointlessly, or I wasn't really paying attention. I came back on and I clicked on upgrade, so then I was going to kill it. But I want to come back and do these last 25 with you if we're doing them at a decent pace, especially. So, yeah, we decided to, just start the next episode and get to it. Anyways, we do have 3 skill points. We leveled up 3 times in between episodes. So let's get up here and let's get to it. Let's buy some of these. We've got improved fire search, which you don't even have, so it's literally pointless, 100%. Another crit chance multiplier. Speaking of that, I think I actually bought 5% crit chance as well on the shop. I think that's what I bought. I bought something that was 5%. I don't think it was haste. I'm pretty sure it was crit chance. We'll get that, and then we'll come up here and get our click damage multiplied by 110%, which basically adds 10% damage to our clicks. Not bad. That'd be kind of nice, but realistically, nothing on this path is the, honestly the best. Going out from here out, getting down to here. The crit multipliers were nice, grabbing the couple of those that we got. We don't have any more of those on this path, which is a little upsetting. And I don't know if there's any bigger crit multipliers anywhere. To be honest, I don't think there is. It'd be kind of nice if there was, but I don't think we've got any. I don't really even see any. There's one down here, but not in like the yellow. I was curious if there'd be any in like the this yellow color. Actually, there is some. It's the big X's. So we'd one away from this one. Multiplies damage. That's not chance though. That's just your damage. We'll get the small one there, which will be nice as well. We may have to come back and actually grab some of these because we might need a higher crit. So we might need to go out of our way a couple levels. Like here, we can go out 2 levels and grab that. Multiplies quick storm cooldown. I guess that'd give us a better cooldown, which we don't really care about too much. If we go out and grab some of those, wouldn't be a terrible idea. If we shoot down these areas for any reason, it all kind of comes together. But honestly, going the haste stuff will probably be better. There's a fish there. It's gone. It's actually gone. Hopefully we'll get another one to come around. We're actually killing very, very slow right now. I'm going to manually click my 3 a little bit to kind of help speed this up. We may have to probably add a little cut in between this farming because I do want to obviously show the final boss with you guys. That's obviously the goal, especially because we haven't played the final boss there yet. That is a first. 100%. That is a first for me. I've never seen 2 fish come that close together. Wonder if you guys have. I'm very interested to see that for something like on the same screen, not far at all from each other. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, but this frost boss is pretty cool. The frozen boss, I guess you'd say. It's pretty neat, so I cannot wait to get down there. Show it off for the first time. But we're moving along great. We are moving along with some really good speed. I mean, it's, I kind of AFK'd while I was working on some stuff in between episodes, obviously, but it's been pretty easy. Whoops, I was trying to click a little gold pile. I really don't go for the gold piles, but they can help out if you need a little bit of extra cash and you're going at a slower pace. You can kind of make them work into your build, not too hard. We're really using a lot more energy this way, like what we're doing now, but ooh, this is a tough one. We need to get an upgrade here. We're not far off, but I'm trying to think of what I want to do. Obviously getting this would be really nice. It's a little more expensive than that, but I think that's probably our best bet, is to hold out for a minute. This does add a significant amount more damage. So we got a treasure chest coming here. Yeah, we'll hold out. Because the treasure chest is here, we definitely hold out. Grab that, which is much more damage. Grab that energy, I guess. Don't really need it. Our haste is 160, and with as much as our auto attacking, I'm having a hard time spending it. Spending our energy, especially using energize. When I'm AFKing, I'm not really using that, so I don't have to use energize because this isn't being clicked quite as fast. I mean, I'm clicking this a lot faster than the automator clicks it, so we're starting to get a little bit of a speed up here, which is nice. And one of the huge clicks. I think the huge click's a little more effective than the big clicks without being able to obviously stack the big clicks. I think it's much more efficient. But I do think coming out here to the limitless big clicks will be a great idea, and honestly grabbing small clicks will probably be a fairly smart idea too. Small clicks and expandable clicks, as well as limitless haste. Limitless haste, you know, even if you're not going multi-clicks, it's pretty good. I think I'm just going to try to stay away from multi-clicks when we keep going. I do think that's something I still want to do, even though it is by far a more efficient kind of route. It's probably the most efficient route to be playing right now is haste multi-click build, especially when they actually fix multi-clicks. As right now, it can only click 196 times, even if it says it's going to click more than that. Like on my other one, on my other playthrough, I think I can get up to roughly, I want to say I've had it up to like 130 or something clicks. I think it was the highest I've built my haste up to actually, you know, go from there. And it won't actually click that, so it won't actually click that amount. But we are struggling to get through some of these zones. It is dragging. They're gonna take some time to grind out for sure. For sure. Man, the artwork of some of these later on creatures in this world are pretty awesome. And the bloops, I mean, I love the frequency that you get these little bloops. Bloops are OP. I think the bloops always have fairly low HP, which is really nice too. For sure, bloops are always like low HP monsters. Pop that. We're gonna activate this. Kind of build that mana back up. That gives me, you know, 18 minutes basically with that. Except we need a bloop at the end here. It's a little tankier, but no match anyways. He's down. Let's save up for this. This is again buying that 100 multiplier there, especially on these bottom two. I'm telling you, are very worth it. Maybe not in the top, like the first 6, but when you're like getting down to the bottom, it is definitely worth grabbing them up to level 100. I think. I find it to be very worth it. You can see even after buying that, this thing's still doing 73% of my damage. This is doing the other bit. Alright, we're getting a little speed up here. We're hanging a bit. Again, it's definitely... They definitely are getting rough. I mean, they're getting higher level than us. I mean, towards the end, it obviously happens. Even though it's only a standard world and it's nothing, you know, crazy. It still happens. Like I said, I'm very curious at the end of the episode also to see what our World 4 is going to look like. That'll be very, very interesting to see. Very interesting. But what we're going to do is we're going to kind of cut out for a little bit, and we'll come back more towards the boss at the end. A couple zones before, and we'll come back and do that. And, yeah. Alrighty guys, we are back, and we are wrapping up here. As you can see, we are going on to World 98 here in just a second. Ready to continue on. I can get back to activating this at my own pace here. Help us get through. I activated my 2 by accident. I have to use my 3, but hey, I guess it's not a big deal to activate that early either. We'll get that up to 100. Kind of help us squeeze through this a little bit. We did gain a level, and we're actually still a decent bit of ways, I guess, from the next level. But we get to move on to grab another power surge upgrade that we're never going to use. Right, use for now at least. But that's 25. That's a 20. Oh, that's duration of power surge. I mean, realistically, it's 2 away. Maybe we should end up getting it and adding it to like the automator once we get the whole crit storm thing kind of settled out. We know we have extra mana, but we'll see. Play it by ear. But yeah, we're moving on great. We're coming up to the boss soon, which is awesome. Again, I'm excited to show it off to you guys. If you guys haven't already seen it, let's cook some of these gold piles. Try to stack up a little bit of cash. I don't know what the percentage gold piles actually pay out is, like compared to like a monster health, but I do a time zone here. Let's see how this goes. It might be a little rough for a second here. We definitely want to get this up to 100 as soon as possible. Soon as possible. Definitely hanging out for this. Get our 2 up again. It's gonna be rough to beat this one unless we can get an upgrade going. Still got a bit of ways to go before we can afford this, so. Yeah, we might end up losing. Yeah, we should be able to beat it, but we're not gonna have a ton of cash going into the next world. We're probably gonna lose the boss a couple times. I think I've said this before, and I think we're generally okay, but there's a good chance we might lose to it. We're open to grab, obviously, the helmet before we move on to it, but sometimes you just can't do that. Sometimes you can't quite make enough to do it. Alright, we're golden. We've got the zone in the bag. Can activate that for let's keep our everything, you know, mana up, I guess. We don't really, like I said, need it. Bunch of gold piles here. Try to help me get this a little closer. We should have it right here. Yeah, there we go. That helps speed this up a lot. Oh, and a treasure chest to wrap this up. That's amazing. Couldn't get much better than that. Plus, we have enough for this. Let's grab, I guess, the total energy. It really doesn't matter. Grab a couple levels here. Stack this, and can I get it? Stack this. And here it is, guys. Here it is. The turtle pipeline. Also really awesome. I mean, he's really cool looking. The artwork to him is amazing. I love how they're just like sucking the energy, you know, out of the world, which is awesome. He's like sucking oil out or whatever. I mean, we've easily actually got this beat. I completely lied. This is going really easy. No problem whatsoever. But he looks so cool. The turtle pipeline was done so well. Done so well. Anyways, that's World 3 beat for the first time, guys. Like I said, next episode we'll be moving on. We also have another Frozen World coming along. Not the greatest world, but not that bad. Not that bad. I'm not going to complain. We're going to have to do a bunch of farming for it first. But, quick little description of what this world's looking like. We've got really good monster health percent and item cost. And then we've got spiky economy, which isn't terrible, but it's worse than standard for the most part. It just means every now and then you just kind of get a spike up or down with the multiplier with like item cost, so it can be kind of bad. And then monster wall growth is really bad. It's questionably possibly the worst. It's kind of up in the air whether fast or wall monster growth is worst. I think wall is. I have worse experience with wall than I do with fast monster growth. Fast monster growth is bad because it just slows down the end of your run. Like the last 20 zones of your run are really bad, but this drags through the whole run, and if you get bad RNG especially, you're done. I think you can get to like a 10 times multiplier on monsters, like a monster's health. And it's normally when you get like a really bad, I don't know if it does it this way on purpose, but it seems to me like if you get a bad like zone in a world, so like, you know, you're coming up the zone like 23, so I'd be on like 423, and you know, you might get a really bad one or something. But those are pretty bad. So again, to kind of explain this, I've explained this a couple episodes ago as well. You have in the order of what you really want. You want slow. If you can get slow economy, slow wall, or slow economy or slow monster growth is good. Then standard, then spiky, and then again, it's kind of a tie between like wall and fast, and again, fast kind of brings in a little bit RNG. Or sorry, wall brings in a little bit RNG. Fast is, you know, guaranteed to be whatever it is, kind of the outcome. But yeah, that's it, guys. We did it. We beat it. That was kind of our end here. Actually, that's our base. That's actually not our end. So you can see our base crit is 11%. That's pretty good. We're getting up there. Still haven't seen another ancient shard. Hopefully we'll see one of those soon. But anyways, guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, please smack the like button. Really does help out, guys. Again, next episode we'll be kind of doing a farm episode of 3. I'll probably do a couple first, so it'll be a little bit of a faster farm. Thinking we'll maybe be able to fly through a good percentage of the world. I might even actually refarm up 2 and 1 a little bit. You know, squeeze a little bit XP out of there. You know, if needed. Actually, what does this give me? Not quite. I'm gonna say if this gave me enough XP to grab that level, I'd do that before I went back to 3. But we're not gonna quite get that out of it. But yeah, as always, guys, I will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.